Expect me, nigga, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga, I'm coming. Expect me, nigga, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga, I'm coming.
And neither of us exist. And
energy.
We're energy. We're one giant field of energy dancing for itself.
Dancing?
That's exactly it. And we shouldn't take it so personally, you know, because it really is just a beautiful, beautiful relative manifestation, and it's here for us to enjoy.
Thank you for your energy.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Thank you, sir. All right. I appreciate it. It's a big pageant of nothing rising out of nothing and happening for no one. And once you understand that, all the pressure's off, and you can just enjoy yourself.
If you were going to go back to stand-up, and you said something about there's no Jim Carrey to sell anymore. Could you explain to me what you meant by that? I wrote it because it really stuck with me. It really resonated.
No, I think that it resonates because it's the truth of everybody, you know? We spend our whole lives trying to invent ourselves and trying to figure out, you know, what this is, you know, and it's just a collection of abstract ideas, you know, from your ethnic background to your nationality to your, you know, whatever, all of that stuff, those are all ideas you've been given.
Exactly.
You know, and so when you end up at the end of it, you might be successful, but you're unhappy and you don't know why, because, oh, this thing didn't work. This is not a real thing. It's something I cobbled together. And well, then what is the real thing? And the real thing is everything.
It's so interesting that you said that. The only reason that you're Jim Carrey is because your parents called you that. You could have been.
Exactly.
I always think about that about myself. I'm Jeffrey Gurian because my parents chose that name. I'm DNA. I'm a bunch of cells, man.
Yeah, and Jeffrey means go eat them up.
It's so
Jeffrey
cool.
means make us look good.
It was more like you're supposed to say, you know, we're important, and you're supposed to say it's all going to be all right, and you're supposed to say that, you know, whatever you dream can come true, and you're supposed to say all those things. I do believe in manifestation, power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters, you know. This mattering is to me a human construct, born out of a need, the same need as you have to have, you know, deities and things like that. And I believe in an energy of God, an energy of, you know, everything is divine. You know, there's no thing that isn't divine. Everything is divine, and I'm that. And it doesn't matter to me what's happening. I'm finding that ultimately the freedom from it is something people are kind of hungry for in a way. Right. They're like, I don't want to be me either.
Right.
You know, and I go, well, great, because you never have been.
I'm amazed when people go like, the world is insane, man. It's crazy. It's out of control. It's like people are completely nuts. Like that. Seriously, we live on a planet where we're very crammed together, and I think we do really well. It's just that when we watch the news and we watch entertainment, it's about people's conflicts tied together in the most exciting possible way. And you imagine that the world is this explosive, horrifying place, and the news is all this negativity condensed, you know, and it really is not representative of what the world is or what the world wants.
I am wiped out. I guess I'll turn in.
Cool.
Dad? I feel like I've spent my life pretending you're a great guy and trying to be like you. And the ugly truth has always been
that I'm not that great a guy and you're exactly like me.
Am I evil?
Worse, you're smart. When you know nothing matters, the universe is yours. And I've never met a universe that was into it. The universe is basically an animal. It grazes on the ordinary. Creates infinite idiots just to eat them. Not unlike your friend Timmy.
Tommy.
Yeah, it hardly matters now, sweetie. You know, smart people get a chance to climb on top, take reality for a ride, but it'll never stop trying to throw you. And eventually it will. There's no other way off.
Dad, I'm out of excuses to not be who I am. So, who am I? What do I do?
My advice? Take off. Put a saddle on your universe. Let it kick itself out.
You know, the truth is, it is a simulation, you know. And we told you that before you linked into the thing. And we told you it would wipe your memory and that you would feel like you are helpless in the sense that the thing you are right now, you don't know what the power that you wield. So you chose that, just so you know, and we said that in this moment we would do a thing where we alerted you of the fact that you had intentionally decided to dive into a simulation, making you limited. You're very powerful. You're Thor. In the human world that you're in right now, you're actually Thor. You're a powerful Norse god that has gotten sucked into a very temporary magic spell that isn't even that powerful compared to the powers in the world you come from. But right now you have become convinced that you are a limited identity in the mortal realm, which you requested, by the way. You said, I want to be an insurance agent, real estate agent, school teacher, psychologist, fireman, cop. I wanted to be a pilot, somebody who was a flight attendant, someone who worked in a museum, teacher, somebody who was a historian, a failed writer, a failed comedian. And you became this temporary thing, but the truth is you're a god and you're confused.
Terrestrial means earth. Extra just means beyond the earth or beyond the physical. So extraterrestrial, beyond the physical, could also be inner. They call it the inner world. So the extraterrestrial invasion is not coming from the holographic universe, it's coming from inside of you. But it's not going to come from inside of you paying attention to the physical realm, because the simple fact that it has to know that it is alive. And it has been trapped here thinking that the physical body is the true self, and it is not. It says, as man slipped further and further down into the physical terrain, his forces dried up to 5 senses. And the 5 senses was the only thing that he could tell that he was alive. And as a result, he became a slave of the 5 senses and the physical world.